Hello all you super geniuses out there. Welcome to another video lecture from Super Genius 99. Today we're going to do some equations. Okay, so let's look at this problem here. We got x over x minus 1 is equal to x over x minus 1 plus 2. Okay, so we have an equation like this with fractions. Usually when you have fractions and variables in the denominator of that fraction, what you want to do is multiply by the common denominator of the entire equation. Okay, and so in this case, common denominator of the entire equation here would be x minus 1, so x minus 1, and that will eliminate all your denominators. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to multiply everything by x minus 1 to eliminate all our denominators. So multiply that by x minus 1. Okay, and then multiply the next one by x minus 1. And multiply the 2 by x minus 1. Okay, so by doing that, you'll see that these will cancel and you'll no longer have any denominator. So let's do that. Okay, and then simplify. So those cancel, x minus 1 cancel, x minus 1 cancel. So you're left with what? Okay, you're left with that. X is equal to x plus 2x minus 1. Okay. Multiply everything. Combine like terms or simplify. Okay, so everything on the left-hand side is simplified. Nothing to do there. Let's simplify the right-hand side. What can we do to simplify the right-hand side? Distribute the 2, right? Okay, so I'm going to distribute the 2 by multiplying 2 times x. And 2 times that 1. Okay, so I distribute. Anything else we can do to simplify the right-hand side? Yeah, add the x and the 2x. So x plus 2x is 3x, okay. And then the way I like to do things, I like to put all my variables on the left-hand side. So I'm going to move this 3x over. And how do we properly move the 3x over? Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Subtract. Okay, we're going to subtract what? 3x from where? Both sides. Okay, so x minus 3x. So these over here cancel. 3x minus 3x goes away. Becomes 0. And then x minus 3x is how much? Okay, so negative 2x is equal to negative 2. And then we want a single x. So how do we get a single x? Yeah, we got to divide. What are we going to divide by? Negative 2 both sides, right? So let's do that. So I have negative 2x divided by negative 2. And negative 2 divided by negative 2. So it's negative 2 divided by negative 2. And what is negative 2x divided by negative 2? Okay, so our final answer is x equals 1. Now, this is one of those where you need to go back, since you have a variable in your denominator, you need to go back and say, well, does x equal 1 actually work? Is that a possible solution? What happens when you plug x equals 1 back into your original equation? Well, when you plug x equals 1 back into your original equation, you notice what? You have a 1 minus 1 here, because that would be x equals 1 minus 1. And what's 1 minus 1? Right? 0. And can you have a 0 in your denominator? No, you can't. Okay. So then in this case, our answer is no solution. We have no solution. So you can put that 0 at the noid sign, or you can just write no solution. Okay. Let's look at another one. Okay, so on the board we have here 6 over z plus 4 plus 1 is equal to 5 over 2z plus 8. Okay. So once again, we got two different fractions here. We got fractions in the denominator. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try to simplify this denominator over here. Since I see 2 is both a factor of 2 and 8, I'm going to factor that, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I factor that. And then now I notice I still got fractions, but I'm going to do like I did earlier. I'm going to look for the LCD of this whole entire solution and multiply everything by it so that we eliminate all the denominator, and that makes it a little bit easier to work with. So looking at this, I can tell that the LCD of the entire thing is 2 times z plus 4. So I'll multiply everything by 2 times z plus 4. Okay. So when we multiply 6 over z plus 4, we're over here. Oops. Sorry, that's off screen. Let me move it over a little bit there so you can see it. So we multiply 6 over z plus 4 times 2 over z plus 4. What happens there? This goes away. And you're just left with 2 times 6. So what's 2 times 6? Well, 2 times 6 is just 12, so I'm going to write a 12 there. Sorry about that. And then what happens when you multiply 1 times z plus 4? What's that? Sorry, 1 times 2 times z plus 4. And then what happens when you multiply 5 over 2 times z plus 4 times 2 times z plus 4? Well, these two cancel and you're just left with 5. Notice all the denominators are gone. Makes it a little easier to work with. Okay, so right hand side is simplified. Nothing more to do. Anything we can do on the left hand side. So we can distribute this 2, so 2 times z and 2 times 4. So 2 times z is how much? 2z, and 2 times 4 is how much? 8. Bring everything else down. Okay, combine like terms. Any like terms we can combine over here. Yes, the 12 and the 8 are like terms. So they're both positive and we're adding them, so what's 12 plus 8? So we're now down to 20 plus 2z equals 5. I prefer to keep all my variables on the left-hand side, so I need to move this 20 over so that all my numbers are on the right-hand side. How do I properly move 20 over? Add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Subtract, what are you going to subtract? 20. Why not 5? Because I'm not moving the 5, I'm moving the 20. So I need to subtract 20, and how many sides? Both sides, yes. So what is 5 minus 20? Okay. So we're now down to 2z equals negative 15. How do we get a single z all by itself? Divide, what are you going to divide by? 2, yes. So divide both sides by 2. And what is negative 15 divided by 2? Lots of ways you can write it. I'm going to use decimal form here, just a whole lot easier. So z is equal to a negative 7.5, and then we can go back up here and say, is there anywhere where that will cause a 0 in our denominator? So no, because negative 7.5 plus 4, negative 7.5 plus 4, because z equals negative 7.5, so z plus 4, negative 7.5 plus 4 does not equal 0. And if you plug the z over here, negative 7.5 times 2 is negative 15. Negative 15 plus 8 does not equal 0. So that's a good solution. And so our answer will be z equals a negative 7.5 or a negative 15 over 2, if you want to leave it like that. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed this video lecture. Hope it helps you with some of your homework. And you have a great day.